This episode is brought to you by FX's Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Join host Evan Ross Katz on the official podcast for FX's new series, Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, and go behind the scenes with cast and special guests, featuring Sarah Pigeon, Paul Anthony Kelly, Grace Gummer, and Naomi Watts. FX's Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for February 28th through March 4th. I like the idea of reading the daily
and seeing if it
titles to see if it matches up. What do you think?
I like it too. Go ahead.
Okay. So real quick before we get started into that though, I watch right now, my bedtime show is Seinfeld.
Okay.
And we all know that James Patrick Stewart was Brett, the boyfriend of Elaine that loved Desperado.
I'm just waiting for this to all loop together. I'm like, and?
So have you ever watched Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay. You know the muffin top storyline where Elaine tells her old boss, why can't they just make the muffin tops?
Yeah.
And then he goes and opens up a bakery and then they're like, well, what are you going to do with the stumps? And she's like, give them to a homeless shelter. And remember the manager of the homeless shelter came storming in to the bakery and was like, why are you giving us the stumps? Do you think that the homeless don't want their tops? Do you remember that?
Okay.
Do you remember that?
I vaguely remember it. My sister loved Seinfeld, so it was one of
Hi, Val. You know what I'm talking about. Do you know who the manager was?
Who? Oh my gosh.
Sonia Addy.
Oh my gosh.
Very distinct voice. I was like, my eyes were shut, and then I heard, and I was like, wait a second, Epiphany?
I know who that is.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And in the same episode was Rena Sofer,
Wow.
ex-Lois. She was the visitor center concierge, whatever, that was showing George around New York when he was thinking about moving there because he was lying about that.
You should
and she also played
Shannon is with her air quotes as she's talking about Seinfeld. Go ahead.
And she was also the employee of the bookstore in the final season. That's why someone says this book has been in the bathroom. So next season, this is the next to last season, so I guess she comes back and she's the one who, when George brings the book in the bathroom, she says that the book has been flagged. Oh, I can't wait. So we put it out there on Instagram just asking, who are your favorite, GH cast catches that you see them in.
Yes.
So like Veronica Mars had a ton of General Hospital cast members. Bradford Anderson was on it. The guy who played Carlos.
Okay.
Was in it, a ton of them. So we did get one response that says, D. Lou Donnell, this is a totally different level, but the late great Anna Lee had such a long and varied movie career that since I watched so much TMC, she was always popping up in films playing opposite the brightest stars of the golden age. GH was lucky to have her. Fun fact, she was one of the nuns in The Sound of Music.
Aww.
Yes. She's the one who says, Maria made me laugh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I messaged you like months ago because I was so excited that Aunt Stella was on Punky Brewster back in the day.
Exactly. So please share with us just your favorite.
I was so excited that day for real.
And Steve Burton was on that Out of This World. And for the longest time, people thought I was bonkers. I distinctly remember this when I worked at Damon's when, like, I can't remember if I was pregnant with my daughter or what, but I mean, that long ago.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, no, there was a TV show. It was only on for a short period of time and the girl could freeze time by just putting her fingers in front of her face. And so many people thought that I was bonkers until my friend Steve was like, yeah, that was Out of This World. And then turns out Steve Burton was on it. So I apparently watched Steve Burton way before I knew.
Wow.
But yeah. So email us. That's actually something I wanted to address also. Please email us at peer54podcast@gmail.com. I kind of went into the Instagram requests this week and found some from weeks ago, one of which we will get to later.
Okay.
But yes, please email us. It's a lot easier for us to do because we get a lot of spam on Instagram, so we don't really check it so much. Mm-hmm. But one of the other things that I discovered because of this was, I think I wound up Googling because I couldn't remember if James Patrick Stewart's character's name was Brent or Brett. Okay. So I Googled his name, Seinfeld. There is a Cinemorgue wiki that tells you, oh no. So if you put in the actor's name, it has every role that he died in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But so for anyone, so give me an actor. Just give me Jonathan Jackson. Okay. Sure. Has Jonathan Jackson ever died in a show? Oh yeah, he has. We know that. Lucky. Okay. He doesn't have one. Of course not. Oh, well, go to cinemorgue.fandom.com. Put in an actor's name. It will tell you every role that they had in film, TV, that they died. And there's your little...
You're so cute with how excited you are.
I like being able to find out...
Being a dork.
Things.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Do you want to get back to the GH headlines now?
This is totally GH related. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that what we're going to call it? Headlines?
There you go, headlines.
Monday, Carly and Sonny hash things out.
Didn't we already use that one? Didn't they say something like that?
No, that was they negotiated.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday, Drew has a proposition for Marshall.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wednesday, Portia is glad Drew is back. She literally said, I'm so glad you're back. I don't know you well, but I'm glad you're here. I know Curtis missed his friend.
But okay.
I don't know if there's supposed to be highlights, but just something. Thursday, Curtis and Portia are surprised.
Oh, they were surprised.
And Friday, Brando and Sasha wake up together.
That all did happen. I mean, those are true statements.
Yes.
Where does that make you want to start?
I don't know. I just gave a lot of information in a short amount of time, so you can pick where we start.
What was Monday's?
Connie and Sarli.
What? Connie? What?
I said Connie and Sarli.
Okay.
Carly and Sonny hash things out.
Okay, so we all saw this coming. Carly shows up at the apartment to tell him about Peter being dead, and oh no, Nina's there. Why do I look so low? I'm not talking low.
I don't know.
All right, that's better. So Carly shows up to say that Peter's dead, and oh no, Nina's there because we didn't all know that she was going to be there, and Carly gets the wrong impression because what else do you think when there's a woman in your husband's apartment?
Now ex-husband, they did...
They were not exes at that minute. They were not exes at that minute.
Oh, whoa.
The night before, if she would have stayed there, they were not exes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And even if you sign the papers, you're not exes until the court stamps those babies.
Well, so they also didn't initial any of the pages. They just both automatically went to the back. And there were the tabbies. You have to sign all the places. As someone who works with legal, I know it's not that legal, but I mean, I work with legal contracts all the time, and there is nothing worse than...
That was a lot of tabbies, too, though. I want to know.
There are 14 pages to a sales agreement.
I want to know.
And people will be like,
what
do I have to really initial all of it? I'm like, yes!
It's not optional. Yeah, I don't know. I've never gone through...
Signatures are not optional.
Never gone through a divorce like what theirs would be with all their different assets and stuff. I did not have to sign that many tabbies to get divorced. But you definitely don't just go to the last page and sign.
Mm-mm.
And I don't care how frustrated you are. It's weird that you're signing in the hallway up against a wall.
He missed all the tabs that need to be initialed.
Yes, they both did. She did the same
Sorry,
thing.
I'm like, I know I wrote that down somewhere.
Nope.
Well, I was frustrated because he's like, I would never do anything to hurt Donna or Avery. Everything that you have done that has led up to this point has hurt Donna and Avery.
Right. It felt like it was so unnatural. Because they're standing in there and Sonny says, oh yeah, I don't want to take the girls yet because I've been off my pills.
Which I appreciate 100%. I was like, thank you.
Yes. Thank you for not taking the kids. Thank you for being honest. But you could see she was thinking it and then she said it. So Nina knew you were off your meds. That does not make me want to divorce him if there's still any kind of glimmer of hope that things are going to be okay. Mm-hmm. And then she turned around later and somebody asked her if things could work out. And she was like, not at this time. We'll see about the future. Why are you getting divorced if you think you're going to end up back together in a year, 6 months, whatever? What's the point?
I don't know.
So we can have another wedding? I don't need another.
We do not need
Carly
another wedding.
and Sonny wedding.
No.
We've had enough.
Well, she even mentioned, like, I've divorced him how many times now?
Right. No. If you're going to get divorced. If you're not, then don't. But I don't understand.
Don't get divorced with the thought, like, this could work out.
Right. If you're still thinking.
Does it sometimes? Mm-hmm.
Right. In my opinion, if you're still thinking it could work out, then you work on your marriage to try to make it work out. And if it can't.
But you can't necessarily, if one person's not willing to work on things, that doesn't mean that the other person should stay in.
No, but the paperwork doesn't make you stop caring or make you stop thinking it's going to work out eventually. So all you're doing is incurring extra expenses.
I was still emotionally connected to until we separated.
I was still emotionally connected to no matter.
But I knew that I deserved better than what was happening.
I don't know.
And he never tried. It took him a year before I think he even tried. And I was at that point, I was like, I've healed. I
don't know. No, I feel like she's rushing this. I'm not saying that it's not where she would need to get to eventually. 6 months down the line, if he's still not taking his pills and hooking up with Nina, then okay, let's re-examine it. But this all just happened. Maybe we need to slow down and examine the big picture a little bit.
I don't know. I guess if he's not willing to work on it, she can't be the only one working on their marriage.
But he was.
There is no marriage.
He was trying to work on it. He may not have been doing it correctly.
Sleeping with Nina?
No.
I'm going to work things out with you while sleeping with someone else.
No.
Is not how that works.
No. The original plan was, I am going to plan this beautiful evening for you. Was the correct response when she didn't show up to sleep with Nina? Absolutely not. But he was putting effort into it. It just wasn't the effort that she wanted. But they hadn't had a conversation.
She had literally just told him not to do it. If they had not had that conversation and he had just said, will you come to the Haunted Star? And she refused to. But she had literally just said, please don't do anything big and Sonny-like.
But it's Sonny-like. And that's why you like him. It's because he does big fancy things like that for you.
But she wants his heart and his
but she's
talking to him.
No, because she's trying to force something that he can't give her right now. He is confused. And it's not his...
I don't understand why he doesn't go to the doctors all the time.
I don't understand why he doesn't go to the doctor either. But looking at just his state of mind, he is confused.
Which is his show.
It is not his fault that he had the confusion because he did not purposely stay away from her and entertain a relationship with Nina. He honestly didn't know who he was. So now he's thrown back into his life after 9 months of being away. He knows he loves Carly and those girls. He's confused about the relationship with Nina, and she wants him to just snap his fingers and be over all of it and 100% committed to her.
But she said that there was leniency when it came to understanding the feelings about Nina. It's the fact that he was lying about it.
I feel like she can't stand the feelings. She's a hypocrite when it comes to that because he was supposed to just forgive or forget. Not that he had anything to forgive because, again, they thought he was dead. But forgive the stuff that happened with Jason and move ahead. And she is not giving him that same consideration.
See, I thought that she had straight up told him, I understand if you had feelings for Nina during that time because you didn't know who you were, but we have to figure out a way to work through this. It's his not willing to work through it.
I think she's rushing him. And I think she's going to be unhappy. And especially when you have kids, you kind of slow it down a little bit.
Well, and like he could have been living in another quarter of the house. It's not like they don't have the space for them to.
Exactly. If he would have been coming home drunk and disorderly in front of the girls, if he would have been abusive to her or the girls, if he would have been bringing Nina around the girls, then I would say absolutely split households, file the paperwork. Like he's completely being disrespectful. None of that was happening. He was saying in his own mind, he was confused and needed time. Was he wrong for lying? Yes. But getting divorced just to be divorced for 6 months so that he can work things out and you can get back together, to me, does not make any more sense than just taking a break in the same house, keeping things as normal as possible, and seeing where you end up in 6 months.
I don't like that he's at Stone's.
I don't either.
It's weird.
I don't understand why Carly still has the house from Jack's or with Jack's if no one lives there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought Sonny would stay at his house and Carly would go back to the Jack's house.
Yeah.
But she insisted on keeping the lake house, and now he's at Stone's?
Yeah.
And how many houses do you need in a small town?
And she has a hotel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So are we done with Carly and Sonny?
Go ahead. You can be smushy about that. Go ahead.
They kept talking about... I'm not crying.
Oh, jeez.
I've already had a very emotional day, though.
You have. Go ahead. You can get mushy. I allow you.
So they kept talking about Courtney.
Go ahead, finish yours, because I have a thought process. Go ahead.
I have a whole thought process because Carly totally forgot about the connection to Jason whenever she was mentioning how everyone that's her connection to Courtney is gone. Jason was married to her.
You're right.
Forgot that. Then when we're looking at the grave, they messed up her date. No, she died in February 2006. However, they did not change her date to match with Sorathing of Spencer. But I just really liked that there was so much talk about.
So do you think she's really dead, or do you think Victor took her?
They are not bringing her back.
Do you think?
No.
Do you think that Victor took her?
Stop talking now. I'm pulling at you. This is not a possibility anywhere. No. No.
I'm going to continue being me and say, do you think
No, you tell me to stop talking all the time. So now it's turning the tables.
But that's mine, and you can't have it. So do you think
how the turntables have turned.
Took Courtney and froze her to hurt Nikolas?
No.
And now she's going to come back.
Shut your mouth. No.
Okay. She came back as a ghost one other time to comfort.
All the time.
She came back once to comfort Spencer when he needed her
as
a ghost. There was none of this conversation leading up to it. She came back to help Mike cross over.
Yes.
There was none of this conversation around it. Why are we having all this conversation? Okay. Sorry that I made you angry. I'm just wondering.
Did not even think about that.
And Victor made a face.
No.
When Spencer was talking about it. He did.
No.
Okay.
Certain people are not allowed to come back from the dead.
Okay.
No.
I mean, they freeze all kind of people.
No.
So I'm just asking.
No, but this one has had such... No.
Okay. The storyline just didn't make sense to me. I understand, obviously, Spencer should be sad about his mother passing away, even though he had not met her because she died during childbirth.
I thought it was really sweet that Esme offered to put flowers on Courtney's grave.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is he made it sound like he went every year and put flowers on. Then he said he had other people do it for him, but yet this year it wasn't good enough for him to do it.
Well, because he was in Port Charles.
He was in jail!
Right.
It's harder to get out of jail than it is to fly into the country and put flowers on a grave. So I don't understand why he needed to do it.
Probably just because he was mad at himself that although, did you see when he was complaining about the fact that his actions, I feel like he was holding back, blaming her.
Yes. Well, she felt it. She instantly said, I was only helping you. I was only doing what I thought was best for you.
And he was basically like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here.
Right. I wasn't blowing up cars. That was your fault.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I think that was where, first of all, Nicolas Chavez, great job.
Yes. Yes.
I thought that was fantastic. And he was reading that Brothers Karamazov. That was the one that Alexis referenced a few months ago.
Okay.
When she was in Spring Ridge still. Mm-hmm. It's free on Audible, just so you know, because I downloaded it then. But.
All right.
Yes. No.
Okay. Okay. I give up. You can have it your way. I don't know. I'm saying.
Demanding that be a no.
All right.
But I thought it was nice that Nicholas went and gave his, he remembers, I hope he remembers the mother of his child. But I just thought it was nice that he goes and acknowledges, you know, everything despite where things are with Spencer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could get a little visit from her to Spencer. Maybe.
Okay.
Do you want to know where my thought is?
Sure.
And I don't like this because I don't like when I get these thoughts.
Okay.
So, the original Ice Princess story we talked about last Thursday's 411.
Uh-huh.
We were introduced to a lot of characters that have now the Cassidines. Although they did come a few months beforehand, but still, regardless, done. In the 99 to 2001 that we're going to be talking about this Thursday, it's a very, very, very drawn out one involved because it started with Jonathan Jackson's Lucky dying, and then it was recast.
Mm-hmm.
The 2013 Ice Princess
Mm-hmm.
involved Lulu getting recast.
Okay.
Luke just, quote, died. They would not.
No.
Right?
No.
Right?
No.
Right?
No.
Okay.
No way.
Okay. Now you may know me.
Okay. No way.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Just confirming that's a no.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They would lose so many viewers. You cannot.
That would not happen.
There's no one.
There's no. Okay.
No.
Okay. Just making sure that we're not doing that.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Now that we got all the no's out of the way, where are we going next?
I liked that they went axe throwing as a way to celebrate Carly's divorce. And apparently the place was established in 2018.
Okay. That's my problem. The place was established in 2018. We have never seen this place before or spoken about this place that I remember.
Hold it. You picked up on, I mean, I know that they zeroed in on the.
Yes.
Okay. But
2018.
you even said like, you don't pay attention to that
pay
stuff.
attention, but that you couldn't miss. Never heard of it before that I recall. And all of a sudden, Carly's there with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dante shows up. Then Anna and Liesl are there. Like, what? Grand opening would have made so much more sense.
Yeah.
Not 2018.
Yeah.
We're all there on the same day.
I want to do that for my birthday, by the way.
Okay.
Because I've never done it.
Let's go.
I want to go to that specific one.
That one?
That specific
Right.
one.
I'll look up all
It's
the ones
established.
that were done in 2018. No, I didn't like that. They should have had it the grand opening.
Yeah, I agree. And guess what? That could have possibly been the floating rib.
Yes.
Oh, why didn't they do that?
That would have been great.
Why didn't they do that? Again, we are available for consultation.
That would have been great.
But I did like it, and I like that Olivia brought a picture of Nina for inspiration, and Carly was like, no, I'll just use my memory.
Yep. That's exactly where I went. I can just conjure up my own memories well enough to do this.
And then when Anna and Obrecht were there, what were you going to say?
I think of people I don't like when I go bowling, and it helps me get strikes.
Okay.
So, axe throwing, yeah, you don't need a picture for.
Okie dokie.
Okay, you're making a face at me as you have a bullet like, hanging on your wall.
That's a target.
Uh-huh. But you're not shooting at your wall, so it's kind of scary. It's up there.
It's my inspiration, which, by the way, impressed my son.
Oh, heck yeah. You did a good job.
Thank you.
We should do that one day.
We should. Let's do
do that. Okay.
But so Anna and Obrecht axe throwing.
Uh-huh.
That's a
Obrecht say that.
axe. Obrecht axe. Okay. Anna's reaction to her saying that she loves Scott.
Yes. She was so cute. That was like all that she gave. Like, okay.
Like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. So we're not necessarily always, and I like that they basically said they're never going to be friends.
Right. Yeah, they said.
Unlike Sam telling Carly earlier, if Liz and I can be friends. No, Anna and Obrecht are like, we can have a mutual respect. We can not go after each other.
Right.
We're never going to be friends. Although I want to join their book club.
I thought of you with that. Shannon has lots of books she can recommend for you. They're all on Alexis's shelf.
There's a whole bunch of shelves.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I liked the scenes at the axe throwing place, especially the three girls, like, not girls because they're all women, but you know what I mean. It was like a girls' day out. We're going to get you over your man and have some drinks and throw some axes. And this is a great time. Loved the idea of it, but I just didn't understand why suddenly everyone was there.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me.
Is Dante crossing a line, giving that much information to Sam?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean...
And I didn't like how freely she was talking about getting information from Spinelli, because we know he does not always use legal ways to get information. So Dante's had a huge issue with that for years. Suddenly it's fine because it's Sam getting the information through him.
I don't know.
I don't like it. I'm sorry. I just can't get over the fact that they shouldn't be together. When they were all smoochy, I was like, please stop. You're making me uncomfortable.
And her hug with Drew seemed way more than friends.
Yeah.
There was a linger.
Yes.
I don't know if we should go down the Drew lane or back to what Dante was talking about with Sam. So you pick.
No, you pick.
we'll just do the Drew shut down Nina talking about Carly. And he was like, nope, nope, I'm not going to listen to this.
That was totally her fault. She approached him, and then he tried to be nice and thank her for the good few things that she's done. And she went right into the Carly talk. Yeah. If you think that I'm not going to defend my friend, you're just dumb.
100%.
I'm sorry. There's no way around
And called her out for not being as dumb and naive as she lets people think.
Yes. She is way too good at trying to play.
And he did it well, he wasn't kind, but he was very clear in,
yes,
I'm not going to go after you. However, do not mistaken my kindness as
stupidity. Mm-hmm.
Like welcoming all the Carly bashing.
Right.
Like,
no. He was very strict and to his point. Like, yes. I'm going to be clear so you understand me.
Boundaries are good.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
And then she went and complained to Britt.
Who also was like, no, I'm not saying I agree with you. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand. She stood there and said to Drew, I know people don't like me. I don't care what people think. Well, then why are you going to all these people whining about how they have to validate what you're doing? No one's going to do that. You're wrong.
Yeah.
There is no one.
I'm sorry. I did. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no one that's going to say, yes, you are absolutely justified and right for not only hooking up with a married man, but hooking up with a married man that you know has mental issues and is not on his medication. It's just not going to happen.
That's the bigger.
Right.
The marriage is a 1,000% a problem. However, when you are taking advantage of someone that you know is not in a right mental condition, that you know, like, no. That's him having amnesia was 1,000% wrong.
Right.
To top that off, that she knew his bipolar.
Yep. No, it's not to defend Sonny too much because obviously he was still making choices that he was aware of to some capacity, but it's like when someone's drunk. They cannot fully give consent. His whole mind is not there. And you're totally taking advantage of it. Mm-hmm. And then asking for people to justify it, which is not going to happen.
Yeah.
I just don't like her. I know that's shocking. I've only said it 1,000 times, but I just don't like her.
Amanda's favorite character is Nina.
Yeah, no. I just feel like if you're doing something right or wrong, own it. Mm-hmm. She's not one of the teenagers who's like, oh no, this just happened to me, blah, blah, blah. She is admitting, I know people don't like me, I'm doing it anyway, so then go ahead and do it anyway, but quit whining at everyone to tell you that you're right, because you're not.
Right. I mean, not right.
Not right. Exactly. Grr.
I like Drew's workaround with trying to get Marshall hired.
Yes.
To run the background check.
But I'm glad that Marshall wasn't stupid.
Yes.
Because if he would have been that dumb, I would have had questions on how he worked for any organized crime or hid information if he's that dumb to be like, sure, I'll give you all my information, where I lived, what I did. So yeah.
But when he presented it though, and he's like, a pretty thorough background check. No, you lead with, there's a background check. What sparks your interest is when people say, what do they check on the background check?
Right.
Not, is there?
Exactly.
It's, wait. Like, what do you
How
mean background check?
How far back are you going? Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's when the red flags start going. And you're like.
Glad that they're trying to give Marshall stepping stones to a real storyline, though. Instead of just standing there constantly having the same conversation.
I'm not going to tell you.
He can't tell you anything. He had a conversation with Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
He had a conversation with Drew. Like, maybe we're going to get somewhere, something, somehow. But then Aunt Stella was trying to shut it all down again.
What is happening?
I don't know. Usually I'm all with Aunt Stella. She's my girl. But she was shutting it down. Just move forward and ignore the past. No!
Well, and that was another storyline that went nowhere last year that I don't think we talked about it on the year-end recap. The envelope.
Oh, right.
Was that, or that was 2020.
Okay, but that was also so insignificant. I don't like the way they were playing that storyline either.
This week or then?
This week.
Okay. What was your biggest problem with it?
That Cam's like, I'm so glad to see you, and I'm so sorry about your envelope.
What? Right? Who remembers a piece of paper that they threw away?
Or not like that, you wouldn't say it. If they were at Kelly's and he went to set down the coffee and like almost spilled it, he could make a joke and be like, oh, don't let me ruin another paper of yours. Ha ha ha.
Or if she had a reaction to what happened to that envelope like immediately after.
Yes.
Not, I was a server and bartender for how long?
Mm-hmm.
People left behind papers.
Right.
by the way, please don't leave behind wrapping paper. Take it with you. Or at least
ask to throw it away.
Right. Don't just like leave it all on top of the table. And it's, anyway, that's your little PSA. So, yeah. I threw away stuff all the time that was not just restaurant.
Even just in general, I can't think of a specific something, but if I came to your house 2 years ago and accidentally broke something, I wouldn't walk in tomorrow and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I broke that the other day. Like, either we dealt with it then or we didn't. Unless you said, I can't remember why I bought that new doorknob. And then I would say, oh, remember, I broke the last one at that party, blah, blah, blah. Something like that. You don't just walk up to someone in the hospital and be like,
sorry about your envelope.
Sorry about your envelope. What? You know, that one from 2 years ago that you spilled coffee on because you were having a stroke and I threw it away? No. No. Come on.
I'm sorry. That was the worst moment of the week.
It was. That gets the black star of the week.
Did we really mean this moment? No.
That gets the F of the week. I'm sorry. Didn't make any sense. And
you know what would have triggered her memory?
Seeing Jordan?
Maybe.
That could have done it.
Super impressed by the recast already.
Yes. She
has just gone right in and yeah.
Yeah, she did great. I also liked though that Anna's like, well, I don't know that we can talk to you yet. And Laura's like, here, you're kind of sort of official again. Yes, go forward.
They acknowledged it. And she's like, well, they're not really back right now. And Laura's like, all right, there's some paperwork I have to sign.
Hopefully she signs it all. That could be a problem.
I don't know. If she lets Cameron have the envelope, it's never going to get done.
Ignores some tabs. Who knows that it'll be official.
I don't care about the legal stuff.
But yeah, New Jordan was good. And I liked her interaction with Portia and Curtis. I didn't feel like, just to say I'm back.
I mean, it was weird, but...
It was weird because she wanted, I feel like the first time you see your ex-husband, that's not really your ex-husband, in months and months with his girlfriend that he was just getting with whenever you left, would be uncomfortable.
Right, and to see how far they've come, and like they're obviously getting a new place or trying to get a new place because they do have to go in with a strong offer. They should listen to their agent.
Yes.
I almost, this is early mini reality check, almost. So our offer was highly seriously considered against a cash offer. Ultimately lost because of the ease of cash, but because of the way that I structured the offer, like the agent made a point of writing back and thought, like, to let me know it was great. You covered all your bases. The way that it was structured was great. The seller seriously almost considered it, but it was ultimately the ease of cash.
Right. Cash.
But that made me feel good.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good job. Maybe you want to,
I'll go teach Lucy something.
I was going to say, call up Lucy and let her know. This is how you need to write up, Portia's offer.
Yes.
But no, I felt like there was supposed to be weirdness.
Know that they're not divorced.
I don't know.
I can't.
I don't know. You'd get an official piece of paper in the mail.
I did think that the hugs all around, though, was a little weird. Because they're not there yet.
Mm-mm.
They weren't there when they left. Like, it's not... Like, my ex and my husband will stand outside and talk, which still kind of weirds me out sometimes. But I don't think I've physically had contact with my ex.
No.
In... I don't know.
Right.
I mean, we
separated. We don't need to put a number on it.
Oh my gosh, hold it. It's been 18 years because we separated in March.
Oh.
And my daughter was 6 months old.
There you go.
Right? So yeah.
Sure. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we hugged.
Right.
I hug his daughter because she's so cute.
Yeah.
But
maybe at like one of the kids' weddings, or if you start to have grandkids or something. But even then, I feel
Can we not talk about that right now?
That's weird. Yeah. No, I don't hug my ex whenever he drops off
or
picks
his
up the kids or his wife or whatever. She's very nice, but I don't feel the need to hug her. There are some
Bridget Monahan hugs Giselle.
I feel like you get to that point eventually.
But they also started their relationship, and you don't know who I'm talking about.
No.
Okay, Tom Brady's ex was Bridget Monahan. They had already broken up.
Okay.
And he started dating someone else.
Okay.
Giselle Bundchen, something. Okay. She's a model.
Yes, I know who she is.
Okay. A few months later.
Okay.
In the meantime, Bridget found out that she was pregnant.
Oh.
And didn't know, like, how to do all this.
Yeah.
Well, she told him.
Yeah.
And Giselle has been like, she's even said like, it's been hard, but she's like, it's a child,
Yes.
you know, and like they are
All
like, and now
co-parenting.
now Bridget's married to someone else. And she's like, I love Jack like he's mine, you know, because I was there when, and it kind of sped up like her relationship a little bit with Tom Brady. But at the same time, she's like, I wouldn't change any of it because,
Yeah.
you know,
Baby.
so, but it's not like they were both competing for him. It just happened to be that kind of interesting timing.
Yes. Things
So.
happen. I didn't feel like it was natural. It's not like, again, if it would have been at Molly and TJ's non-wedding, if it would have been a celebration of something that TJ just did and you get caught up in the moment and it's like, oh, hugs all around, maybe.
Right.
But walking in off the street after
I do
months.
hug my ex's mom.
If that's still not him or his girlfriend.
No. All right. We don't have to get all
fun editing all this extra crap out.
But sticking with TJ.
No! How did you feel? Go ahead.
Hold it. What am I feeling?
The surgery he did.
Okay, he's not plastic.
Thank you.
So there is that. However, so for new listeners, I had a breast reduction in November 2019. That was my biggest fear. I was so afraid that they were going to find something.
Oh.
I wasn't afraid of anything else, but I was like, what if they find cancer? It was just in my mind.
Huh.
So
I don't think it would have ever crossed my mind. And I would have thought, like he said, it's better that we found it now, take it out and move on.
Yes. But at the same time, that's also not something that you would want to wake up and be told, hey, by the way.
Right.
You know, so I thought it was interesting. However,
not realistic. Mine
was done by a plastic surgeon.
I feel like they would all be done by plastic surgeons.
I think that they are.
I don't.
And he and Molly are looking to move to their own apartment.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of unnecessary too.
Well, now that Alexis is back home, though, they want their own place. They're adult, like they're
adults. They're married. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying.
And I feel like Alexis has more of. I mean, I still think that her house is not what people typically would, but she was an attorney.
Yeah.
And you know, Julian burnt it down, so he rebuilt it
nicer. Mm-hmm.
But she still doesn't have a huge house.
No, it's not.
But she has something
a huge house. I just
adults
feel like
living together, they're going to be on top of each other and not have privacy.
I just feel like if they didn't have a problem with it, whenever it was her and her sisters living there, that her mom moving back temporarily wouldn't be as pressing of an issue. Like Alexis hasn't been out that long, so
yeah.
I don't know. Lucy's going to be busy with all the real estate. That's all I can tell you.
It is springtime.
What if the apartment that Portia and them want is the same apartment that TJ and them want? That'd be funny.
No, because Molly wrote a note to the person about the apartment. Remember, she fell in love with the building and she wrote a letter to one of the neighbors. They passed out
business cards and they put their application in the day that it opened. But what if?
Oh, so it was opened.
Yeah, it's still open to the public. Like the tenant said, "Hey, FYI, I'm moving out," but it was still open to everyone.
So they actually listed it.
Mm-hmm.
We only handle one application at a time whenever it comes to a rental.
Oh, okay.
So if they already put their application in, then Portia and Curtis wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
In
my situations, yeah.
Experience with what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously don't know what.
Right. I would assume that they would get numbered, so Molly and them would still get it, but it could be a little uncomfortable if, hey, that's the apartment I wanted too.
Okay, I guess we'll see what happens there.
I was just throwing it out there since we're all apartment shopping at the same time and they make it seem like there's no apartments.
Yeah.
So.
And Sean confronted Harmony right before that.
Yes. I really don't want him to move.
I don't either. I'm glad that he's not done yet.
I know, but I really don't want him to move. There's so much potential there still.
And I like that Alexis consulted with Diane.
Yes.
And how funny is it that as Diane was leaving and Harmony was coming in, they both called each other Miss Miller.
Yes. That was funny.
Miss Miller, Miss Miller.
Yes. I like that Diane was like, I'm not stupid, so you're working for Harmony. What has she done now?
Right. Like, stop sugarcoating it. This is not privileged information.
Right. And Alexis is like, no, I can't say that to you, but yeah, kinda.
I did like when Willow was talking with Nina.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, blood doesn't entitle you to have a relationship with someone, not if you're going to hurt them.
Right.
Boom.
Yes. And I want to see that court hearing. Nina's like, oh, just go to court because grandparents have rights.
They do. In New York, they do.
In New York.
However, it's also probably...
It's still best interest of the child.
Yeah.
We aren't allowing her to see our child because she kept some man hidden for 9 months.
Not some man, the
Who
child's
then-
grandfather.
Right. So how does she get to say grandparents are entitled when she purposely withheld our child's grandfather from him?
Right.
Thanks. You're not getting custody, Nina. Mm-mm. Or getting rights, whatever.
No.
Not happening. But it was nice to see Willow stand up for herself. She didn't have to
Yes.
sit there and say, Michael said, blah, blah, blah. She was like,
Right?
no, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be your ally anymore because you purposely forgot vital information when you were speaking to me.
And now, so we missed apparently the entire conversation. This is the thing that I'm not liking, that they're not having these conversations. We missed where Brooklyn told the Quartermains.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. We were robbed of Michael and Willow looking at each other going, oh, we are jerks.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. We got in the conversation like, yeah, remember when we were really mean to them about that?
After we were the ones that were committing adultery.
Oh, but I love that Chase laid into Michael.
Yes.
And it was good. And Michael did a good job.
Mhm.
He didn't even try to defend himself. He's like, all right, you okay now?
Yep. Yeah, they're definitely going to rebuild that friendship.
I don't know, but I think that there is... I mean, it's going to be like Anna and Obrecht. It's going to be...
Exactly. It's not going to be the same. I feel like it's going to be better than Anna and Obrecht, but
Oh, yeah.
it's not going to be hanging out for beers all the time, but they're not going to leave the bar if one of the other
There's
one's
no
there.
more open... The worst thing in a relationship is when one person knows that the appearance of it is completely false.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Michael and Willow knew that Chase's marriage was a sham.
Right.
Chase just happened to be the last one to find out.
Yeah.
Not cool. Chase knew that the appearance of Brooklyn being
Mm-hmm.
Bailey's mom was false.
Yes.
And that, but the thing is, Chase was still the target because he was being perceived as a homewrecker or whatever,
Right.
even though he was actually helping a baby.
Was not expecting Brooklyn to leave.
No!
She needs to come back. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Hopefully it is just a short vacation to go see her mom and kind of put herself back together.
Yeah, you know, we could always bring Brooklyn or Lois to poor
I
Charles.
feel like if she didn't...
I mean, she never made it for the stab.
Exactly.
The throat
If
slashing.
she didn't come for the throat slashing, I don't think she's going to come for this, but we can hope.
Yeah. I did like Finn telling Chase to check his ego
Yeah.
when
It's
he's like,
not
yeah,
about you.
like, you know, Brooklyn's gone through some stuff.
Exactly. It was not your kiss. It was maybe her dealing with the fact that she just had to give her baby back.
So, do we think it's Jake? Do we think that Jake is being...
I don't.
Because that picture of Franco kind of looked like, in my opinion, a merge of Franco and Jake. I don't feel it looked completely like Franco. I thought it was... Do you see that? Like,
Yeah, now that you say that, I really don't think it's Jake. I really hope they didn't bring Jake back to make him bad.
Do you think that it's Finn?
No.
Because part of me was like, maybe this will make him a little interesting. To have him suddenly go completely...
No.
And I don't understand the point of bringing Betsy in when
Right, just
she's
to
just having mental
confirm that
health
she's
issues.
crazy, even though we already knew that she was crazy.
Right. And I mean, she was arrested for attacking a state trooper. She was sent to a mental health facility. So why are we bringing her in? Is that the answer for everything that just happened?
Right.
Is
And just to clarify, so that I'm not offending anyone, me calling her crazy is not because she needed to get mental health help, because we've said it 1,000 times. Different subject. Her being crazy is the fact that she kidnaps people's babies and names them different names, and the actual crazy stuff. The stuff that you'd see on the Lifetime movie. That's what I'm referring to as crazy.
and so I'm going to be bummed if that was the explanation.
Yeah.
Is
No, I want
that.
more from it, but I don't know.
I want the mystery. I did like, so here's what I'm hoping happens is that we actually focus on Jake's struggling with Jason's death. Finally,
Mm-hmm.
a few months later. Well, it's been 3, but still months later, because this is where the future fans come from, is
Yes.
connecting with who they see on the screen. You know, I mean, we've talked about it. You were Karen and Jagger. I'm Lucky and Liz. And I was like, hey, you're my age. You got life stuff going on.
Right. I don't know. I really don't know where they're going to take it.
I don't know either.
I didn't like that picture of Liz either. The painting. Her body seemed misproportioned.
Well, she was in a big towel.
I know, but I just didn't like it. Franco's done better work than that picture is all I'm saying.
Okay. But it was not destroyed in the fire.
No, it was not. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have a guess on that one yet. I really don't want it to be one of the boys.
Neither do I. Austin asked for Maxie's forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. She forgave him.
She sure did.
I like that she forgave him and kissed him, so we saw that that's all still important. But then whenever he asked what she was doing tonight, she was like, I'm going home to spend some time with my kids now that I have all three of them together. Thanks.
Right.
I'm not going to put a man before my kids, but maybe we can hang out tomorrow.
Yeah. And he was like, okay.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yep. I liked it. I like them together.
So the heat wave is over.
Right? I don't understand why that only happened for a week. I thought it was actually going to put us into a storyline.
It might. It just won't happen for 6 months.
Maybe it was hidden in the frozen chamber with Courtney, and then they sealed it back up again, and that's why it's gone for a few more weeks.
If we suddenly get dead air, it is because... No.
Okay. We will see.
No.
I'm just guessing.
I love
swear,
Alicia Lee Willis. I love
anything. I haven't read any other articles that said about it. That look on Victor's face makes me wonder if he's got some special surprise for Spencer.
No.
Okay. So then you're on to Esme? That's all it left?
Well, there's like 2, but Laura asked Ava for help. Bam. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Esme.
I still don't understand that either. Why?
And how is that going to get blamed on Trina? Because right, like that's what we think is going to happen,
right?
But
yeah, because she said
Esme does have Trina's phone. She just gave. Okay, this is where I'm confused with this. Did she take Trina's phone and give Trina the one that she had just bought at the store in a new case?
She may have. That may have been what the whole switching of the cases does. But again, I don't understand how we think that we're doing that. If you and I have the exact same phone and I switch cases and set my phone next to you in your case and leave, when Joe calls later for you, it's going to ring to me.
But that's what I'm saying. She grabbed Trina's phone.
But she never saw her switch SD cards. She only switched the case.
Right. She took Trina's phone.
Yeah.
But she put the video on Trina's phone, so it's going to look like Trina texts that to everybody.
But what she had in her hand and hit send from
was Trina's phone.
No, I felt like that was the burner phone.
I have no idea. All I know is if someone gave me a brand new phone, I would know because it's...
Right.
I mean...
Even though it looks the
apps.
same, it's not the same.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They should have showed switching SD cards because then that moves all your information to the new phone. And maybe then you wouldn't notice. Or
copying it somehow.
Right. But all they showed was switching the case. That doesn't move the information around. I don't
know. And this is hurting my brain.
Exactly. And if I sent you a video of something, I'm sure that there's a way for me to send it out and like have you tagged on it so it looked like it came from you. But I don't know how you 100%
I'm sure there's an app for that.
Like only one person, like you sent it, not me. I'm sure there is an app for that, but it didn't show any of that background.
Right.
And I feel like that's not knowledge. I know Esme is evil, but that's still not knowledge that you would have without a Google search or something. And they should have showed us that.
This is where, okay.
Go ahead.
Are we done with the school thing that we're not sure? Okay, and then Trina was quiet in class. Yeah, okay.
Trina wasn't in class. Trina left.
Not that class, but her teacher told her that she was quiet in class.
Right. I'm sorry. I thought you meant she was in the same class.
Hold on. I have it here somewhere. Oh, it's on the next page. That's why. So, Teresa Lupo, could Esme be Jennifer Smith's daughter?
Ooh.
But then, Prince Tupac 1970 suggests could Willow be Jennifer Smith's daughter?
Wow. I feel like Willow fits the age.
I feel like she fits the age and the look.
Yeah.
But either way,
Wow.
Because Jennifer Smith could have run off,
Yes.
had a baby in a cult, and left.
Just don't make it Luke's
Because
baby.
she wanted-
Luke doesn't need any more babies. Oh my God. Do not make it Luke's baby.
Willow could be. Okay.
No, I'm saying no. Now I'm saying no. That was my whole sentence. Do not have it be Luke's. You don't get to get excited. I said no. No.
Okay.
Is Willow like close in age to Lucky?
No.
To Lulu?
Lucky's my age. She'd be younger than Lulu, so it would have been after her. No, it still doesn't work. Well, they can make whatever they want work.
Right, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Okay, let's also
do
that the Ice Princess was 1981, yet Lucky was, quote, born.
No.
Okay.
No. So, yes, one of those children could be Jennifer Smith, but we don't know
But they
who
never
the dad
consummated, right? Although we don't know, because they could have been like Frank Smith drugged him, and my God, there are so many thoughts.
I thought they did.
We literally just talked about Jennifer Smith.
I thought they did. I'll Google. Who is Jennifer Smith? When the two decided to get married, he fell overboard and was presumed dead. Luke made it to the dock where Laura was waiting. They ran away together. Jennifer popped up again in 1994 briefly to fill in another storyline for Luke and Laura. Jennifer had become in the decades since she had seen him. 2002, Jennifer kidnapped Luke and Laura. Jennifer wanted to marry Luke, insisted that it happened. Some of Luke's friends played off the wedding ceremony so it wasn't legal, and they got away safely.
Oh, do you want to feel old?
What?
Willow's 26.
No, stop.
She was born my freshman year of high school.
Stop. That means she's only 2 years older than my son. Stop. She was last seen when she kidnapped Lucky and demanded Luke spend the night with her.
That was 2015. That's 20 years off. There's no way.
Okay. So again, no.
They get ridiculous with time.
It's not
I don't
Luke's
think they do 20
baby.
years, though. Okay. Whew.
Whew.
So I think the last thing now would be Sasha and Brando.
Yes.
Very sweet. Except for now she's doing pills.
Right, exactly.
But I thought it was really good.
I don't understand how Brando doesn't know that she's on pills. Assuming that wasn't the first pill she took of the weekend.
Okay. Considering now she's asking to go just elope.
Right.
I think that might have been the first one that she took.
You think?
Maybe.
But it shouldn't have taken effect that quickly.
I don't know. Some medicine does.
2 minutes? That was like 2 minutes.
I don't know.
We need a drug specialist. I also don't know what drug she took, but I need a drug specialist. So,
but we really didn't get a lot of that. So, I mean, that's about it.
No, it ended with her saying, let's go get married. And
yeah.
We never saw his answer. I'm going to presume that he's going to say yes, but we don't know that till Monday.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he's a pretty rational guy that he's going to be like, wait a second. I couldn't even get you to be in the same room as me.
Yeah, but I think
until this week.
I think he's doing the opposite of what Carly's doing, he's trying to fix it so hard that he's going to say yes just to,
if that's what
if that's what she wants, that's going to make her happy, then she'll do this and that'll get us one step closer to healing.
Okay.
But we'll see.
I'll take it.
Find out on Monday. All right, I have nothing else. Do you?
Nope.
I feel like we did a deep dive into this week because we analyzed everything.
Yes, there was lots of things that we don't want to happen.
Exactly. We're very passionate about them too. So
Courtney's not allowed to come back.
I got that.
Stone's not allowed to come back. Courtney's not allowed to come back.
I think everyone understands your position on that now.
Yes. Okay.
So let's get
your
into
reality.
Reality check.
My son is home for spring break right now. So that's been nice because over Christmas break is when our bathroom was getting remodeled. And I don't feel like we actually had time to even enjoy being together as a family just because the house was upended the whole time, you know, and we had people here pretty much all day, every day from 7:30 in the morning. So it's been a nice couple days. Unfortunately, I leave before he goes back. So that's going to be a bummer.
Oh.
3 days. But actually he's with his dad. He's going to go to his dad's next weekend because that's his weekend with, that would be his weekend. So
yeah.
I'm not missing too much.
Well, that's good.
That I probably would not have already missed. So, but I forgot to mention last week, the reason that we recorded on Saturday was because I was going to see Hamilton. And that was good. So that was fun. It's just been a long week. I'm tired.
I feel like I got nothing done this week.
Well, you had a fun adventure.
I had a fun adventure. It was very spur of the moment. So also part of the reason that we recorded on Saturday instead of Sunday was because Sunday was my birthday and we had spent all weekend at the dance competition and all that drama had happened and stuff. So when it came Sunday morning, I was like, yeah, I don't want to go home yet. And so we played hooky and went up to Splash Lagoon and had just a family fun Sunday, Monday at Splash Lagoon. So, it was so much fun just to hear their expressions because I do not let them miss days for no reason because you need to be at school. So like Ryan and I had already talked about it, obviously. And so we were on the car ride coming home and we were stopping to grab Dunkin' and like, we're going home. And so I guess there's different TikTok challenges where like you go so many places in a day or whatever. I don't know, some weird thing. So Megan was like, we should go 5 different places today, like to round out Mom's birthday. And I was like, well, I'll pick the first one as Dunkin' because we're here. And I think somebody picked like Walmart, which we always end up at a Walmart no matter where we go. So I was like, okay, yeah, we'll do Walmart. And Madeline said Dairy Queen, which I was planning on us going to for ice cream, but then we didn't end up going there. And I can't remember where Ryan said. So then I got to pick again because there's only 4 of us and 5. And so I was last and I was like, how about SL? And they were like, what's SL? Because everything else had abbreviations. And so they're like, what's SL? And I was like, Splash Lagoon. And both of them were like, wait, really? Like, are you serious? Before we get excited, please tell us you're being for real. And I was like, yeah, why not? And so it was nice to just have the younger 2, even though there's so much age difference between them. When they don't have the older 2 to argue with, then they can actually bond. And Madeline's big enough now that she could ride the rides and stuff. So like they went off together and obviously checking in every couple minutes or every couple rides to make sure they were okay. But they went off together and rode the different slides and stuff like that. And so it was sweet. It was fun. I had a good time. But then we got home and that was Monday. We got home. Tuesday was fine. And then Tuesday into Wednesday, Madeline came in my room complaining about having a bad dream. And 5 minutes later, she was puking all over the place. So I don't know if it was a stomach bug or if it was something from being in the pool or what. Right. But that was my Wednesday and Thursday was making sure that people didn't get sick all over my house. Well, Madeline didn't get sick all over my house. So yeah, that was that. But it was a good week. It just, because of having those 2 days of nothing and taking Monday as a fun day, it's like the week flew by and I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. All right. So that's all that we have for the weekly recap. Join us on Thursday as we talk about the 90s Ice Princess. I think it's like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Ice Princess 2.0.
It's not, though, because everywhere else says 2.0 is 2013. This is like the sub. This is like the Rogue One of.
Okay. You call it whatever you want. We're going to talk about it on Thursday.
Yep.
So have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.